Hey RowerUp users, this is a really quick tutorial on how best to use RowerUp to improve your rowing technique on the ergometer. Once your video is uploaded to RowerUp, make sure that you chose a style that was for analysis on the erg if you're using one of our stock styles. If you look to the right of this video, it says Classic Style 2. You want to pick styles 2 or 4 of whatever style you're choosing, because those are built off of unique metrics that we've seen for the ergometer versus rowing on the water. So now, once it's uploaded, I'm going to make this video larger. There's almost too many ways that you could utilize the tool. One, you could just look at the main video itself. You can see how a blue line is drawn across the athlete. That is looking and using our algorithms to find the joints within the athlete and how they are being articulated. Also superimposed on it, you see the green markers and the yellow markers. Green markers signify that this athlete at that position is within the zone for one of the criteria that the style is looking for, whereas yellow means you're outside of it. You'll see that it writes a lot of the different angles right across the video, but if you look to the right, all these numbers are going to be quantified and listed there. So if the video analysis looking right at it isn't enough, look to the right, and if you have one thing you want to pick out, find that and improve that number. For instance, this athlete has a layback body angle of 29. If we want a little bit more body angle, we'll ask for 32 and look on the next video for 32 or 35. If you look below that, the athlete position, that is not just a random stick figure. That stick figure is actually representative of the stick figure in a video. It's another opportunity to look at it with less distraction. You don't have, gym equipment in the background. You don't have people walking around. You can also see that in tiny black dots, it's representative of the same markers that this video is being scored against. On top of that, the blue line signifies the path, the physical path of the handle. So if you want to improve your technique in terms of like the immediacy of the handle movement and the directness of it, it's a great place to look. After that, you can look below at the speed and sequencing. This is another place that's great. Even though we give numbers to the sequencing, which you see above in the top right under sequence, the speed and sequence allows you to see it in action. These curves are velocity curves, not force curves. So if I'm trying to isolate my legs, I want to see more of the green curve completed before the blue or the magenta curve peak up. So the green curve is the legs, the blue is the back, and the magenta is the arms. All right, so these are some of the most helpful tools, but the main advice that we have for you is you need to pick one thing to improve and then work it forward. If you try to just make everything happen at once, it's going to be too much. In the case of this athlete, I would look towards the angles. I'm okay with her shin angle being a little bit steeper and a little bit more compression. We're going to search for a little bit more layback on the erg so that we can maximize her stroke.